Well, welcome to the first installment of Guitar with Gary. This first episode here will be focusing on harmonics, and we will learn entire scales in harmonics, specifically the A mixolydian scale, the D mixolydian scale, the G major scale, and fragments of a D major scale. The G major scale is the 4 mode of the D mixolydian. And the D major would just be the 4 mode of the A mixolydian. But before we learn the scales, the entire scales, we have to learn the chord of life. And the chord of life is the natural order of harmonics in any frequency, including radio signals and light waves. So a guitar string doesn't know it's a guitar string, obviously. It's simply a glorified piece of wire strung between 2 points. So if a guitar string can get harmonics, then everything in the universe gets harmonics. If I replaced these strings with fishing line, as long as they could take the tension, there would be harmonics. I don't know how good they'd come through, but so what happens is the chord of life is a dominant 7/9 chord, essentially, or arpeggio. All of those overtones are in every single vibration you hear. When you hear your refrigerator humming, your refrigerator or your vacuum cleaner, the motor in your car, go around banging on things with pots and pans, hit everything on the earth itself. Every single physical molecule in the universe has a dominant 7/9 chord in them, because again, if a guitar string has them, then everything has them. If you tune a radio station to, let's say, 62 on the dial, and half of 62 is 31, add 31 to 62 and you have 93. If you went up to 93 on the dial, as long as there's not another radio station there, you'd hear a harmonic of that original 62 station, a faint radio station. Ask any ham radio operator about harmonics. They are in the exact same sequence as the chord of life, a dominant 7/9 chord. You have the original frequency, a major third, a fifth, a dominant seventh because of the major third, that's what we call it in music, and then an octave and a ninth. So it would be the root frequency, 2 whole steps to the major third, a step and a half to the fifth, another step and a half to the dominant seventh, and another 2 whole steps to the ninth. So we have a triad in the shape of a dominant 7/9 chord. If it was a major 7th chord, if that was the chord of life, everything in the universe would crumble to dust because of the dissonance between the major 7th and the root. Say, so this is an E major 7 chord. Well, major 7th chords are supposed to sound pretty. We love them in our soft rock songs, but they're really quite noisy as far as the universe is concerned. So the chord of life is a dominant 7/9 chord. Let's get started on E. Harmonic. This is the sun at high noon, and this is the sunrise in the morning. So if we start on the E string, this is E, and then we go backwards toward the nut to the 4th fret, which is a G sharp, and then to the 3rd fret, which is B. Or I'm sorry, wait a minute. Yeah, B. So we have E, G sharp, B, D. There's the 7th, and then the 9th is going to be an F sharp. not getting the ninths very well on this. There we go. You'll have a better sound than me. The reason that the sounds don't come in well is actually when you're playing harmonics on a guitar that are anywhere toward the nut of the 12th fret, you're actually picking on the wrong side of the string because the frequencies are vibrating from the nut this way. The harmonics that you want to play, if you're picking on this side where we pick on a guitar, you'd play them up here. So if you pick them on this side, they're going to come in a lot better, but that's kind of hard to do. So you can learn the scales up here too, and I'll get to that in a minute. So we have E, G sharp, B, D, and the ninth, F sharp. So dominant 7 arpeggio, an A string. So a guitar in standard tuning is tuned to fourths, right? You go E, A, D, G, and then the B string's a little game changer. We drop down a half step to a major third, and then from the B string to the E is another fourth. So when you combine the two triads, when you take a dominant 7-9 chord, 1, 3, 5, 7, and the ninth's up there somewhere, don't worry about that. And because the guitar is tuned in fourths, we go down another string and do another chord of life, and that fits in between. You have 1, 3, 5, 7, and then you have 2, 4, 6, 8. So when you intertwine the two triad chords, the two dominant 7-9 chords, you get an entire mixolydian scale. And then the major scale, of course, is the 4 mode of the mixolydian scale. So the chord of life is a dominant 7 chord. So if we want to play an A mixolydian, we have A. You could, like I said. So you do A, and then your B is you go back down to the E string because you have E, again, E, G sharp, B. So there's your B. A, B. Sorry. And then you need C sharp, so you just go back to the A string chord of life is C sharp, the third for A. And then our fourth, we just go from the A string down to D, which is D, which is the fourth. Your fifth, go back to the A string chord of life, the third interval, back to the third fret, which is, E. So, and we need a sixth. And that's F sharp, which is the third of D, down to the D string. So, and then the seventh is G. You could get the G there too. It's better to get it there. And then your A is the fifth of your D arpeggio, D, F sharp, A. Go up to another B there for a ninth, and then the guitar tuning down on the B string to a major third, sort of a game changer. It kind of so there's a little bit of a harmonic minor 5 in there somewhere. I can't really think that now, but So the same thing goes for when you want to do a D mixolydian. It's the same thing, you just move the pattern down, start it on D. Because we tune the B string down a half step, it's just the same note. So you have to find that, that C on the D string. Now the G major scale, of course, it's just a mode. It's the 4 mode of a D mixolydian. So start on G, and forget about the B string because that's going to throw you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is D, E, F sharp. Because F sharp is the 5 of a B major chord, and this is the B string. See, this is where your B half step down tuning on the guitar actually comes in handy. B, D, D sharp, F sharp. So. And then the high G is you have to reach all the way up to the 17th fret, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So a D major, it's sort of fractured. You know, it's all around the neck. So you're D, E, F sharp, G, A. You can't go up whole octaves. You go down D, C sharp, D, A, G. You can also do a partial chromatic scale by, where was that? So G, B, D, and then D, and then this is, that's F. So F, F sharp, because the triad of B is B, D, D sharp, and F sharp, so F natural, F sharp. So G, B, D, D, B, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp. Do melodic patterns. So you'll take all this and run with it, and again you'll get a better sound. You'll be able to bring out the harmonics more, being as you're supposed to be picking them from that side. How good that's going to work. Now you can also do these same scales up here, and it's actually more advantageous because the notes are actually going up. That makes more sense, like when you're playing the guitar, the notes going up. Here you start on the 24th fret, or what over would be the 24th fret. If you have an electric guitar, get used to looking at your pickups to tell you where you're at. So that's about over the neck position pickup for the third. So it's E, G sharp, B. It's almost at the edge of the middle pickup, so. And the D, the seventh, is about the other side of the middle pickup, so. On A, same thing. A, C sharp, E, G. D, the D string, Chord of Life. So if you wanted to do the A mixolydian, you'd go, so A, and then back down to the E string, because the fifth of E is B, so there's the B, so A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A. That was actually the ninth. 1, 3, 5, 7. No, it's an octave. There's the ninth. And the G major would be can't see that because I'm up on the 17th fret on the G string. G, F sharp, E, D. So you can go from G, F sharp, E, D, down to the fifth when you're in G. So up an octave and down to the fifth. Whoops.